Hi Ron, and welcome to a new daily watch list. Let's quickly go over the chart because yesterday I didn't upload the video because I was very busy traveling. So let's quickly dive into the chart to see what's happening right now. Like I already said at the start of this week, we had two zones that I'm watching. We had a supply zone in here, basically because we broke this small 4-hour trend, and we had a larger daily demand zone in here. I already said we could easily reach that, and that was mainly because we had a larger structure, right? Like we had a larger structure going down. We hit our daily demand and weekly demand lower in here. After that, we broke upside, we broke this trend line, and we created a new daily demand zone. Now we hit this demand zone, so it would be likely for price to start flying, to take out the liquidity in here. We already touched this supply zone like almost 4 times now. We still have some highs in here that are equal to the highs in there. So it would make sense for me for price to start flying, for price to go into this daily or weekly supply, I think even. At least go to the upside in here and probably even go higher. So if we go to the daily time frame, let's quickly analyze that one. What we see in the daily time frame is that we still have a supply zone in here. However, the overall picture is still to the upside. Like we had a large trend going down in here, then a large uptrend, and eventually we came back into this daily weekly supply. It's currently still in play. We hit this daily demand in here. A daily demand lower there, not supply. We hit this daily demand in here, and after that, price could start flying. We could take out this daily supply in here and even maybe hit this high in there, like go all the way up there to the maybe 1.1 levels. So that's basically what I'm watching for the Euro-US dollar. Now going over to the DXY, and regarding the DXY, it could start breaking down. Like even if you see it like this, if this candle closes like this, it is a lot of bearish pressure, right? And what could be happening from there is that we're going lower into this daily demand in there. Maybe eventually, if we go to the weekly time frame, then we can see we have a larger supply in here, right? So we could start breaking down. We could start to visit some lower end demand zones. Now if we go over to the 4-hour, you can see what demand zones I'm watching. Well, first of all, this daily plus 4-hour stack demand zone. I think this is the first demand zone we could see some kind of upside, but for now I am bearish on the dollar. We could easily break these lows and go further down. Besides that, I have like larger demand zones below here, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if price starts breaking lower, starts breaking to this demand zone in there, because currently it is just bearish. It made a small up move, but it was not a very strong up move, and price rejected this supply zone like twice. It took out the liquidity in here after reversing back to the downside, and currently it would be possible for us to take liquidity in here to take the demand zone out and go lower. That said, moving over to AUD-US dollar. Regarding AUD-US dollar, it is still bullish. We had a 4-hour demand zone in here. Price broke the trend line, created the demand zone, came in there, took liquidity from here, and now turned to the upside. So for now, AUD-US dollar is turning bullish. Keep in mind that long term, it could be a little bit difficult to break it. So if we go to the daily time frame real quick, if it wants to go to the daily time frame, then we could see we had a supply zone in here, right? However, keep in mind we already touched it like for the almost third time now. So it could easily be taken out. Below here we came out of a demand zone. So even if you go to the weekly time frame, what you can see on AUD-US dollar is that we hit this weekly demand in here, and currently the price structure is still bullish. However, it could be a little bit difficult to break it since we have like this daily 4-hour supply zones in there still active, still in play. But I wouldn't be surprised if price just starts reaching up, starts going up. But like you already could see in here, price is just stuck in this range, and it is a little bit difficult to break these levels for now, especially since we have like this daily supply in there, right? But still, it is possible, especially if the DXY starts breaking down, that AUD-US dollar could be flying from here. Going over to the NZDUSD dollar, this one is still stronger than AUD-US dollar, and we're seeing a exact same scenario like EURUSD dollar. However, the daily demand for this one has not been reached yet. This one is a little bit more bullish, which also means that the downside could be way stronger if price starts breaking down. For now, it is still bullish. This is not a major 4-hour demand in here, but still, if the DXY starts breaking down, then NZDUSD dollar can also be flying. For now, we had like a supply in here being touched already, and we created like a new supply zone. So that's just basically what I'm watching. We could see some kind of small down move from this supply zone, but for now we're just stuck in this range. Like we got this range in here, right? And price just stuck in there. We're in the middle of this range. I don't really like to trade that. So for now, I'm not really doing anything for the NZDUSD dollar. Moving over to GBPUSD dollar, we had a small trade in here right now. It could turn out that price starts flying from here, if the DXY starts breaking down, that we're going to visit this higher up for our supply in there. Moving over to the daily time frame, we are still seeing like a similar scenario. We had like a daily demand in here. It was touched. The weekly demand in here. The daily demand was not touched, but the weekly demand was touched in here. We saw price flying from there basically, and we could easily continue this up move. However, keep in mind for the GBP US dollar, we still have this supply zone in here. So we are still inside of this daily supply zone, and this could still give us some bearish pressure. So I don't really like to take very big longs around here, but for now, since the DXY can start breaking down, this can be a very nice play, and it could bring us even to this supply zone up there. So I'm just watching this one, and yeah, for now that's what I'm watching. Either way, we're going to visit higher. We're going to break this minor supply zone in there, and we're going to this upper supply zone. Or we're going to take out these lows and we're going to visit this lower zone, probably after that go even lower. Really speak about a big confirmation, but yeah, it is what I'm watching for now, like a breakdown for the DXY. Regarding gold, we visited our lower end demand in here. We didn't really touch it, but still we broke this low in here. We visited that. Currently we are still just stuck in a small range in here. It would be likely that if the DXY starts breaking down, that we are going to visit this upper supply zone. So that's what I'm watching for now. It's just a little bit ugly, guys. Like, I don't really like this kind of price action in here. I'm just watching what's going to do. Like, for me, it would be likely that price starts breaking up, but for now I'm just carefully watching which way it wants to go. If we're going to break like these smaller highs in here, it would be like the price going to visit there. But yeah, that's what I'm anticipating, and I'm just waiting for clean setups to present themselves. That's it. Going over to crypto, and regarding the Bitcoin, it is also stuck in a range, so it's not really doing a lot. We came out of this supply zone. For now, we are just stuck in a range. We broke the small high in here. We created like an intraday demand zone in there, but for now we have a lot of liquidity, like both ways. We have a lot of buying liquidity in here, and we also have selling liquidity in there. So either way, we can start breaking up or breaking down, depending on which highs are getting broken basically, or which lows are getting broken. So that's when I'm watching, like either way, a break of these lows or a break of these highs. For now, I don't really have a lot of confirmation for trades or anything, but yeah, price structure is still bullish long term. However, it could be that we're going to see some liquidity swipes even to the upside or downside, or maybe even to both ways. Like, that's how crypto works usually. Yeah, for now, not really a lot that I'm watching. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed for this video, and I will see you again on Monday. Be sure to backtest this weekend. Be sure to analyze the charts, and then I will see you again next week. Bye bye.